Hey, how's it going, everyone? In this video, we're going to be talking about SSH, and this will be an intro to SSH. So the first thing we're going to talk about is going off my webpage here that I have. So the objective that we're going to focus on is called Understand and Use Essential Tools, Access Remote Systems using SSH. So that's what we're going to cover. We're going to cover accessing the machine using SSH. Okay? So like I always say, first things you want to do is man that command. So we're going to do man SSH. And as you can see here, it says here, open SSH remote login client. SSH client is a program for logging into a remote machine and for executing commands on a remote machine. Okay, so we can quit out of that. And then, so first thing we're going to have to do is figure out the IP address of our minimal install. So if you remember the minimal install, if you don't have it, you can do the minimal install now. And then we're gonna have to, first, let me show you what it looks like when you boot it up. It looks like this here. The server 2 login, you're just gonna get a prompt like this. There's no GUI desktop or anything like that. And you're gonna log in with the account that you made. So learner is the one we made. Put our password in there. And then nothing shows when you type in the password for security purposes. And then we're gonna get the IP. So the IP we're gonna get is gonna be for the machine that you want to log into. So we can do IPA here, and the IP address that we want is actually this number 2 there. As you can see, there's 1, 2, because there's a loopback address, and then there's the actual NIC address on the machine. And then so if we wanted to clean that up, you can just do IPA grep inet. Yeah, it's a little bit easier there, so we can see that it's going to be 192.168.122.102. Okay, and then so what you're going to do here, right, is we're going to SSH. It's going to be learner, that same account. If it was a different account, we just put a different name, like root or learner2 or something like that. And so we're just going to put the IP address here. So 192.168.122.102, like that. Okay, then boom. And so if it's the first time that you're logging into the machine, for example, okay, we can spread this out a little bit. Yeah, there it goes. A little more readable there. So you can see here it says this key is not known by any other names. Are you sure you want to continue connecting, right? So it's never connected. And then so this is going to be the first time, so you have to say yes here, like that. And then you got to put in the password for that account. 1, 2, 3, like that. And there you are. So you should see your prompt go from server 1 to learner server 2, like that. Okay, and so now we can issue commands, right? For example, we can do, let's see here, I have the commands to try are going to be, who am I? So we can say, who am I? Like that. So we're learner, right? Another command we are going to try is going to be host name, okay? Like that, server 2, yep, that's us. That's what we made the first time. And then the next thing we can try is PWD. Where are we? We're in the learner home directory, okay? And then from there you can just exit, right? Like that. The connection's closed. You can see our prompt goes from server 2 to server 1, like that. And then that's it. And so then the next time it, since it becomes now a known host, you can see here that it doesn't prompt us anymore. It's been here before. So we can do pass, 1, 2, 3, and then now we're in, okay? And then so you can see here it even shows us our last login from the IP address as well. And then so something that we can do, see, since we have it here, since you can run different commands, we'll do something fun here. So you're logged into server 2. We know that because we can say who am I? Oh, wait, who am I, like this. And then we can also say host name, right? What's the name of this host? And so we can also, since we're on this machine, we can reboot it. So if we look here on the right, we'll see the server 2 machine reboot. So so it won't let us here, so we can do, let's switch users like this. We'll learn more about that in a little bit. So now we're root, right? So who am I? Like that. And then we can reboot like that, right? So as you can see, the machine on the right, on the top here, we can see that it's currently now rebooting. So something that I do want to check here is that we can make sure that the SSH daemon here is running on this machine. And so what we can do here is we can do systemctl status SSHD, and we can press enter, and we can see here that it is actively running by the color code, and then we can see here as well that it's enabled and the preset is enabled. So that means when it's enabled that it will start on boot. Okay, so that's all I have, I think, for now. A little bit extra there at the end, but that's SSH. That's how you connect to a remote machine and run commands. Okay, thank you so much.